Hello everyone, the 316, the Maniac 316 here, back with another Morphin Monday Lightning Collection review. This time, I got the Zeo Gold Ranger restock from Wave 5. Yeah, Wave 5 sounds right. Anyway, this figure currently is on Hasbro Pulse as of the recording of this video for $22.99. However, he may go up to $24.99. No idea if or when that'll happen, but if you want to get him and you haven't got Zeo Gold yet, Hasbro Pulse, and I think a couple other places you can buy it. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. There's not too many. So first of all, he's got the regular holding hands, which is on the figure, which we'll see in a minute. He also has the two fisted hands as well, one for each side. He comes with this piece here, which we've seen a few times before. It's one of those wraparound effect pieces. Not very easy to use depending on the type of weapon you got, but as you can see, it kind of just forms around some kind of circular weapon. Speaking of weapons, you got here the Zeo Gold Power Staff in a form that was never seen on any of the shows or team-ups. Basically, this is the powered up part on the top and the non-powered up part on the bottom. Basically, this part needs to be down or this part needs to be closed. Unfortunately, both the fully powered up version and the non-powered up version are in the San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive 2-pack, which I don't think they'll ever re-release that. So you're stuck with this unless you want to go on like Etsy or any other store, like Shapeways, I think, yeah. So unless you want to get a custom one, custom 3D printed one, this is all you got. Last accessory, of course, you get the Tray of Triforia head. This is not the Jason Zeo Gold Ranger, which is fine by me. But if you want a Jason head, you're going to have to get the Red Ranger restock. But they did get a job with the likeness of Tray of Triforia here. They are triplets, so they look virtually identical. But, the head sculpt-wise for the actual actor that they used in the show mostly looks good. They even got the scar there, which I appreciate. There's not too many scars that are on, the lightning figures. I can't think of any others that have scars but Trey. There's probably one, but not coming to mind. Anyway, let's go ahead and start and take a look at the Zeo Gold Ranger figure here. Let me fix him for ya. A lot of people have been trying to get their hands on one of these figures, so it's glad to see it being restocked. I was one of the people that needed this, and here we go. Now, I do not have the legacy version of this figure from Bandai. However, I do quite like this version. There is a few issues I have with it, but nothing super awful. First of all, let's go ahead and take a look at this helmet. Now, this helmet here, it's actually a molded visor. In the show, it's actually just kind of painted onto a black visor, but there's actually, as you can see my nail here, going in between the lines of the helmet. It's supposed to be flat, but I don't really care that it's like molded on. It's not really that big a deal to me. There's a better angle. You can see that my nail catches on it. It's a nice gold paint on the visor. It's just enough to bring out the detail on it. Speaking of detail, they actually used a bit of a black wash on the torso armor here. They didn't use any other type of wash on the rest of this figure, just on the torso here, which, as you can see, kind of sucks with here and here. That could have really used it, but we'll get to that in a second. They did paint the neck here. Mine is a little bit messed up on the back, but again, I'm not going to be looking at that 100% of the time. I have this figure displayed, so, like most of the time you're going to have them posed in an angle like this, But if you notice the difference between the wrist gauntlets here and the upper arm brace, I guess, is that it is a bit of different gold. The reason for that, as far as I can tell, is that this is gold painted onto black and this is gold painted onto white. I do prefer this color gold because it matches this a bit better. I do like the brightness of this, but it definitely yeah, that doesn't look too good. You can definitely tell there's a difference in gold on camera. In person, it looks a bit worse. Got a nice belt here with the Zeo Gold logo with the the 6 like lines or whatnot. There's the back of it too. Don't know if that's accurate or not. I don't really care, to be honest. Accuracy is good, but this is a pretty easy suit. Then we get down to the knees here. And on my particular figure, that's good on this side, and this is good on that side. But I really have to struggle to get that one down, and I really have to struggle to get that one down. Goodness. So if you're having trouble with like your knee joints, just get a hair dryer. I don't recommend the boiling water method. Just get a hair dryer and just work it. Work it, girl. Anyway, there's the legs there. Nice amount of detail. Nothing too if we can get it to focus. Nothing too like complex, just nice and simple. Again, really wish this and this had a wash because these are a different color to, this gold and this gold up here. I think the wash would have helped it, but only issue I really have with this figure is how loose his torso plate is. But when I watch the show, there is a bit of wiggle to it, so I'm not really annoyed by it. It's just something I noticed when trying to pose this figure with his his staff. Ow. Come on, get in there. Also, these hands are actually really not tight. Like, see, like they open up really easily. So you can just jam that in and you're good. Let me see if I can show you. So yeah, like you get similar to the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger or anyone that has a dragon shield. It does move upwards, so you get a little bit of range of movement. But with the shield on, you can go all the way up, but then this is like way out of whack. Just so you can get a good idea there. And it does happen with the other arm. It does balance out a bit better when it's like that, but again, if you want to glue this in place, you probably could. I do wish they pegged this in like the Tyrannosaurus Sentry and the White Ranger from Dino Thunder. Alright, I think it's time for some size comparisons here, so let me get out my trusty ruler, set him back a bit, get these accessories out of the way. And he stands at about 6.5 inches, just shy of that probably. Or maybe not 6.5, 6.25. Yeah, I misspoke there. He's closer to 6.25. Alright, let's go ahead and start off with another Gold Ranger with Beast Morphers Gold. And you can see the difference in gold there. It's this one's like really nice and shiny, like it really catches the light. This one's more of a muted gold, which is fine. It still shines on the light, especially the torso piece. They look nice together. And next size comparison, let's go ahead and do Mighty Morphin Red. And if you didn't get the 2-pack from 3 years ago, this is your best bet to get a Jason and a Zeo Gold. Now, before I move on to the last size comparison, I am going to go ahead and take a look at the Jason head from the Red Ranger restock on this body. Getting the head on is a bit of a challenge, but I was able to work it in. But there you go. If you need a Jason head, this one, it mostly works, but given that Jason's hair was more trimmed in Zeo, it's not a perfect match, but it looks okay. He looks kind of dead inside with that expression, like, yeah, Power Rangers. And before I forget, let me go ahead and do Trey a Triforia, since I didn't do that. Although, trying to get Trey's head on is a lot harder than Jason's for some reason. So I'm just going to put it on as much as I feel comfortable with, which is that. And yeah, it looks good. Again, good likeness overall. Oh, man. At least the Jason head goes on pretty easy. And same thing with the Gold Ranger helmets. Alright, let's go ahead and raise this up. And then we can do a bit of a size comparison with the rest of the Zeo team. I'm going to try to do this in order of release. Here's Zeo Blue. And then who is next? I think it was Zeo Red. And then it was Zeo Green. If I can get him to stand. There we go. Alright, and then Zeo Yellow. And finally Zeo Pink. So I finally have my first fully completed team that has a 6th Ranger. My first fully completed team was the A Squad from SPD. And as you can see, I got all 6 of these guys and gals now. So finally glad to have Zeo Gold to finish my Zeo team. Let me go ahead and get them out of the way now, and then we can take a look at the box. Get out of here. Alright, here's the box for you. Again, reissue of a box. It's got the Lightning logo on this side. It's got the Zeo logo on this side. It's got the front of this as well. And then there's the top for you and the legalese. So overall, I think that this is a very good figure. Again, I'm not a big fan of the gold being a bit different colors on the bracers and the boots, but it makes sense why they're a little different. I think the boots blend in a little bit better than these gauntlets do, but yeah, I think this figure looks great, especially with the rest of the team. And, you know, if you get the Mighty Morphin Red restock, oop, wrong head. There you go, you got a Jason head if you want it. So, if you really want to get this figure, again, as of the recording of this video, which is only a couple days before I upload it, is available on Hasbro Pulse for $22.99, as well as the Mighty Morphin Red restock. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you got this figure, if you're getting this figure. Maybe you want 3 for, 3 Triforia heads. Don't forget to like the video. It always helps for other people to find videos like mine. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when these videos are uploaded to the channel, as well as other videos. Here's a sneak peek for this week. So, thanks again for watching, guys. Peace.